All right, hey everybody. Just want to cover today questions that come up from a lot of the new users, just kind of asking how to navigate Anytype and how to conceptualize it in their minds because there is some different language in terms of how Anytype operates and the language that the team has used in designing the product and kind of communicating to users what the product does. We'll just go over the basics, quick video, but I think it'll help a lot of those folks. First up, we have object. And you can think of an object as a box or a container where you can just store anything digital. So this could be a bookmark, it could be a piece of text, it could be an embedded map from Google Maps, it could be a page, etc. And that is what Anytype is based on, is the idea that everything is an object, and therefore, in a sense, all of the items and data that you store within Anytype is on the same playing field, meaning that there isn't really a hierarchy of what is more important or what types of objects contain other objects. Basically, you can mix and match objects in any way, shape, or form. So you can think of this right here. This is an object. It's just an object with a line of text, and then this entire page of text is also an object, and it contains all of these other objects that you can see here, delineated by the small blue boxes. Next up, we have customizing objects, types, and relations, which are two ways that a user can customize objects. And the reason I chose this is because they're very different things, types and relations, but both of them effectively allow you to change the properties of an object. And so what I mean by that is, for any object, you can make it into any type. So you can think of, they're all still objects, but then you want to add in some sort of type, in the same way that all the cars driving on the road are a car, but then you might have one that's a Mercedes, one that's a Volvo, one that's an Audi. Those are different types of cars, of course. And in the same way that you can have many objects and many different types of objects. And so if we go to those, you can see a lot of them here, the ones I've kind of created and or use here. And so these are all objects. They're just different types of objects. Now that we've kind of got those things settled, I actually want to refer back to one other item, which is templates. And templates are something that's very simple that can be applied to a type. So for example, if you go to a type and let's go to diary entry, you can see here they've created a template that can be applied to any diary entry. So when I open up right now this is not the default, let's make it the default. And then when I create a diary entry, boom, it shows up, and then I can just obviously, these are nice little reminders, and I can respond to the prompts as I'd like. And then relations is a little different, so let's go back to explaining those. Relations are more akin truly to a property. So in the sense that if you think of just a spreadsheet, and we'll go to one here, this videos list of the videos I'm aiming to create, these are the objects, right, written here in the name category. This is what we're talking about today, is the Anytype Basics video. And then you have different relations, and these are just different properties, different attributes. There's lots of synonyms that we could use, but basically small pieces of data that are tied back to an object to help us describe what that object is or what it does in the world, how we should use it, etc. And so relations can be used to sort and filter your entire database of objects, everything you've ever created, to find the information you want to refer to. In this instance, this is a set of videos. So all of these objects, each single one is a video. If I click into any of them, obviously they're all going to be videos because that's what this set is filtering on. And so in the same way that obviously, sometimes you may just want to search for the thing because you know exactly what you're looking for, which is, today I'm looking for everything related to Anytype. Here's the Anytype Basics video. However, in many instances, you have too much data, or it may be too complex, or maybe you've tagged something but you don't remember the title of it. And that's where you can use relations, is really just all of these different attributes you can tie back to an object in order to help you stay organized, find information, etc. So that's relations, and then types. And then finally, we'll just cover two last things, sets and collections. And really, I go over this in a separate video. I'll drop the link in the description. But these are two different ways to aggregate all of the different objects. So So at the end of the day, you've really got three different categories of terminology that Anytype uses that I think really helps break down at the most fundamental level. Objects, which is anything stored in Anytype, any of these, boxes, pages, data points, bookmarks, etc. You've also got ways to customize those objects, primarily through types and relations. And then you've got ways to aggregate those objects into a set or a collection. And again, go over the nuances of sets versus collections in a different video. So hopefully that helps with the basics. Thanks so much. Let me know if I can answer any other questions.